up now, they up next, up next. Got you in your feelings upset, upset. Said I'm up to bat, you on deck, at my best, you looking stressed, cuz we up now, they up next. Said we up now, they up next, got you in your feelings upset, upset. Said I'm up to bat, you on deck, at my best, cuz we up now, they up next, said we up now, they up next, got you in your feelings upset, upset. Someone said that I was up next, I said I'm up now with no mean of disrespect. I don't be at the gym, so I don't need to flex. You regret moving on to the next and making me your ex, yeah. I roll up whenever you feeling stressed, treat you with respect and never settle for less. Life's a game of chess, don't let it get you in check. She like when I pull her hand, grab her by her neck, got her on her back until she break a sweat. She like rocking my polo shirts and rocking my polo sweats. Laying down after sex with her head on my chest, she whispers that you're the best, please don't turn out like the rest. Yeah, we up now, they up next, got you in your feelings upset, upset. Said I'm up to bat, you on deck, at my best.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back live here from Champions and Bill Ricca. We had a little camera audio issue, but we fixed it. Big John Garcia all over it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a packed house here with you. A lot of captains, a lot of players, a lot of representation from each team. I do want to first and foremost thank Champions for having us here. This is a great place, good setup. They really take care of us over here. And I want to thank Lazu for coming up with this show idea and really rocking it and kind of sending it. So he'll be very involved. So if you don't like him, that's your problem. But we love him over here with the show. And let's get right into it. We're actually going to open up with recaps from last game. And we got to call some guys to the mic and talk about their recaps. So we have first game on the docket here was the boys and the Phantoms. Phantoms getting a big win. And Connor, you want to talk about this game? You're here?
Yeah. We got the offense rolling again this week a little bit. Prior weeks, our defense has been playing pretty well. In the past 2 weeks, it's kind of been tough. So I think we focused a little bit on how to fix the offense. Now we just got to put it all together for a full game. I think we'll be all right.
What was the final score of the game? Do you remember? I know we have them all written down. I just didn't know if you remembered off the top of your head.
No shot, I remember.
Any extracurricular activity that game? You know, I heard it was getting a little spicy. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we lost some game clock. We had some guys arguing. Got the ball back with only a second left. There was a chance maybe we had 5 minutes, but hopefully we'll learn from it.
Yeah, it was 37-30. I mean, it was a good close game back and forth from somebody who watched the game. It definitely was interesting. I do feel you guys stalled a little early, but kind of made a nice little comeback. I believe you guys went for onside, right, and got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys actually scored a touch. Or no. I think Prime caught it. Was a little short.
Yeah.
From the touchdown, but you guys scored it real quick after that. And yeah, made it real respectable.
Yeah, they scored, and then we only had a second left. So
I brought you guys to 2-5, pretty close to the play-ins here. I know in the division, so a lot could happen, but we got to win out and hope, and I think get some help to avoid play-ins.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at the scenarios yet. I don't even want to know.
Yeah.
To be honest.
All right. Well, the boys getting the win. I think. The boys getting the loss. John and Connor both picked them. I picked Phantoms to win. And you guys had the wooden spoons today, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Next game up at the same time, we had Self-Made and Pog Patrol. Some people doubting this one or doubting it. The Toilet Bowl. Pog Patrol getting their first win. 35-20 here, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby, you want to come up and recap it a little bit? Or
before he recaps, he said, "Fuck you, we did it."
Yeah, we didn't really think this through about making a path for everybody. Bobby, why don't you just slide the table over? We'll make a little path, and then...
Y'all should do the same shit if you can. Narrow it.
So, I mean, we got a lot of people here. As you can see in the camera, just no path to come up and to talk into the mic. But
you got to be really close to it.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, pick it up, hold it. Yeah, you've seen one up close before. You know what it is. So, so You guys excited about your first win?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys weren't able to make it. So, I have the big that close? Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys weren't able to make it. I had to work. Damien had drill. Jeremy and Soda were gone. So we had pretty much like Iron Man playing the entire time.
Okay.
It was great to see, everyone did their part. Like, even, Favi, last round, still holding it down, playing corner by himself.
Yeah.
Julian, Hose B, playing, had a conversation with Hose B. We went with Julian for quarterback as starting 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Hose B was great about it. Was like, hell yeah, let's whatever the team needs.
He got a touchdown, right?
And he had a touchdown. He had a lot of big plays. So it was cool to see. I definitely clearly see my path is being on the sideline. I love that. I'm excited to hold a clipboard type thing.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see, and I'm excited for it. It was actually fun to watch too.
So I think it is official. Pog Patrol 1-0 without you, 0-6 with you. Is that correct?
They were not run to Cincinnati.
Bobby, who's overrated or underperforming on your team?
On my team? Who's overrated on my team?
Or underperforming?
Underperforming? No, I think my boy Julian needs to step up. He's a dog.
Let's go.
Seems like the crowd agrees.
So underachieving or overrated?
Underachieving.
Okay.
He's a dog. Don't get me wrong. He does so much so well, but he needs to kind of put the team on his back at sometimes, and he's mobile as shit. We need to take advantage of that. So he also needs to be game planned in more. That's kind of what plays into him being quarterback now.
Okay. What would you say the most disappointing part of your season is currently? Coming in 1-6. If you had to pinpoint one thing.
Honestly, if you look at every game, halftime it's 19-20, 20-20, 18-20, and then the second half just fell apart every time.
So it's more the second half adjustments. That's really
second half. Yeah. Anyway, Jay.
All right, well, Bobby, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, and hang out. We got more questions to come. So, Pog Patrol getting their first win of the season. We have no teams that are winless anymore. Next up, we had Explosion and Block Party, and I heard this was a good game. Do we have any representation from Explosion or Block Party here? Nobody?
Nobody. So we'll just talk about the game.
Okay, so Connor and myself picking Explosion. John picking Block Party. Explosion getting the
comeback win.
the comeback win. Oh yeah, he's yeah. Noel's here. Come on, come talk about it.
Yo. Nah, man, listen, shout out to Danny Cruz.
Why?
What up? Let's talk about it.
All right. So how did this game go in your mind?
They fed me.
I will say you guys are down 20.
21.
And 21, and they did seem to start feeding you the ball, and that kind of was the turnaround to the game.
Man, statistics say it, right?
You didn't need the statistics. It was more the eye test for this one for sure, because you could see things turn around. How's the season going for you personally?
In our favor.
Yeah.
I think so. To be honest with you, I don't know what the expectations were with this team that we got, but we're doing what we got to do to get it done. Veteran quarterback Mike Howe doing his thing, and we can't say nothing more. When he's on it, he's on it.
Is Mike Howe the best quarterback you've ever played with?
That I personally have played with, top 3.
Is House in that top 3?
My brother, that's number 1. No question. Put me on.
As far as what's gone right for the season, is there a couple things you can tell us that you really enjoy about this team?
Honestly, we just need the chemistry. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people, I don't know who have played with me, but I come with a lot of energy, and I need that matched. I need my team to match my energy. We get it done when we're on fire. The intensity is needed every single play. I can't be the only one, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we get that chemistry going, everybody become dogs, and we pack of wolves.
Who on the team has been overrated or underperforming in your mind?
Overrated.
Overrated? One person or?
How did you? Well,
Overrated. Damn.
Who did you listen, no, I'm just saying.
It could be everyone.
Chill.
it's better. It's better if it's not one person because nobody gets singled out. You know what I mean? It's not. I can't say. I mean, I played a part in a lot of teams. You know what I mean? And
All right,
some have talent.
put it like this. Can I rephrase this for him? Because I know how he is. Who did you guys draft too early that you think is way lower? Who is the lowest draft that you think is performing as more of a higher performer?
I'm gonna go off the bat. Dome is my guy, but you should have won a little later. You could have absolutely got another steal in that top 5 category for draft.
Well, Dome was drafted in the top 5?
He was in the top 5 rounds? Really?
Jesus Christ.
I think he was 7.
No.
No, he was 6. Al told him to be a scumbag because he was drafted.
Or Dre. I think we went with Dre. I don't know. I forget exactly who we went 4th and 5th, but I still think we should have grabbed another pick. And even myself, to be honest with you, I mean, I know how I play, but if we could have grabbed someone right before me, hey, you know, who knows where we would have ended up being early in the season. But like I said, I'm proud of the people that we have now. I'm gonna ball with them to the end of the season. I got a lot of confidence in us, and once we get that chemistry going, I think that we can make it happen. But to end the statement, how we gotta be better, bro.
So how is
So-
underperforming?
So you would say the team.
If he really does what he does,
He's
has
really
more
just
confidence.
saying, feed me.
That too. I mean, at least look at me. I mean, if I'm your top 4th pick, right? You got a check down. You know what a check down is, Steve.
I'm
If
captain
not- if
check
I'm
down.
your
I know
top-
what that
if I'm
is.
not your top- If I'm your top 4 and I'm not getting the ball 10 targets a game, there's a problem. You know what I mean? And listen, look what happens. I mean, again, statistically, I get 5 catches and I got 4 touchdowns out of the 5. Or if an extra point or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? Feed me 10 times, might be more than 5.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I mean, I played with you before. I feed you a lot. I like it. You know what I mean? Even in a format where it's hard to get the guys the ball, I still found a way, and you still sparked that team. So it's definitely one thing. But you would say maybe as a team you're underperforming, not somebody individually.
I know the talent that we are. We just need that chemistry. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Sometimes, you know, we got the highs and the lows. We got one person on a different tempo, the other one on, you know, on a different on another tempo. Once we get that balance, you know, again, that chemistry, and we get that energy, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah,
I have no worries.
and sitting at 4-3, and you got some wins over some good teams in that division. You guys are sitting
And the
okay
others
right
were
now.
close. The others were close. Controversial, I would say, at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Said, we should be at least, you know,
What-
2 losses less.
Was Jay reffing those games?
Nah, Jay's my guy. Jay's my guy. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, great respect's great. And you know what I mean? I'm not going to point fingers at the refs or nothing like that. Listen, I
Yeah, who
I
would
know
do
I have
that?
my issues with the refs, but a call's a call. We got to respect it and move on to the next.
Yes, sir. All right. So Block Party dropping to 3-4. We got nobody from here, and Explosion bumping up to 4-3, and a huge division win there with a lot on the line. At the same time, we had Road Warriors and Crazy Work.
Nobody's here
And
for crazy work, right?
well, House is here. I don't know if he was at the game. I can't. I
He was
can't.
definitely on time for this, not the game.
Probably wasn't.
All right, House. You want to recap the game? Now, are you going to tell me now you regret not picking me over Nuge, or are you still good with that pick?
Well, you actually told me not to pick you over Nuge.
Yes.
He
I
said,
wish.
don't pick me, don't pick me.
I wish you didn't tell the
Deshaun's
world
gonna
that.
Pick me and Deuce. I knew the whole lineup. I knew what was coming.
I didn't say don't pick me.
Actually, we probably all fucking knew what was coming. Oh. I guess you can't say fucking anything nowadays too, right?
We're past the 1 minute mark. I think we're allowed to swear now on YouTube. I'm not sure.
Well, we never got shut off yet, so,
Yeah, so.
we'll never know.
All right, fuck it. Let's go. You want to talk about our game? How'd you think it went?
I mean, again, it's kind of the same thing that's been happening all season for us, at least. Like it's every game. It's coming down to the last minute, the last person with the ball. Do refs do their best? Yes, they definitely do their best. Were some things a little off? Absolutely. But one thing that I live by is never leave the game to the refs' hands. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everybody's like that. So it really doesn't matter. We're out here playing our game. So it you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But again, like when you think about these 4-point games, that's where all of that comes into tact. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's kind of we're going back and forth, we're battling. And then it's just maybe that's one or two calls that, you know, can kind of change the game just a little bit, man. And I mean, again, there's no excuses, but
Yeah, it is tough, and as players, you know, and I know that's one way to look at it, but as a player, you can also look at it as, where did I mess up? What could I have done to change that? You know, it's not. I understand some big calls really do affect a game. Yeah. I understand that. In our game, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it was reffed okay. There was just a couple, like a good call, but then they messed up the yardage or the first down, or that's really kind of what I saw in our game. I didn't think it was poorly ref. They might have missed some stuff, but it's going to happen. Yeah, I thought it was a good game, back and forth. I mean, it was a fight from start to finish. So
I definitely don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to definitely. I don't want to diminish the quality of the actual game, because I mean, there's a lot of athletes I felt like when we were on, you know, that were going back and forth. And I mean, that's good. That's just good football, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I know it's maybe could be considered bad defense, but to me, sometimes it's just good football.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you're going fourth down, conversion, third down, conversion, like it's good football.
Yeah, we had our backs against the wall sometimes, right. And if those go the other way, it's a big different game for, you know, the whole game is a different. But yeah, no, it was a good game. It does drop you guys down to 2-5, which has got to be. That's got to be a little surprising. Everybody can admit you guys probably have one of the best rosters, you know, on paper. We all know it translates different. So, Lazu's got the questions here. What's gone right? What's gone wrong?
I mean, honestly, I thought when we go straight to the point and we talk about, you know, who you drafted, you know, where are guys being put into place. I thought that I drafted defensive. A strong defense.
Yeah.
For some weird reason, I will say, I feel like we're getting the best of every team we play. And it could be just me, but I feel like every time we play a team, maybe besides Nuketown, where Nuketown kind of just came in and they just. I didn't feel comfortable at any point of that game.
Yeah.
Other than that, any other team that we've lost to, it's almost like it's almost like we're getting the best of whatever they're gonna play the best the whole season that game.
Yeah.
And it may be just a me thing, but
no, I get it.
When I see Riley throwing picks. In just situations that, you know, he shouldn't. And that's just off the top of the head. There's other people that I see that I'm like, wow.
Right.
How the fuck are they playing like this against this team? But when they play against us, it's like a completion every down. And you know what I'm saying? Guys are wide open. And
right.
maybe it's just our fucking defense just sucks. But when I look at the film, because I watch film consistently, and it's not there, bro. We're getting the best of every team, and I do appreciate that.
Hold on, Jude. Do you have something to say? I thought you said something. No. I could have heard.
Whoa.
What does that say?
That's in Jay's handwriting.
It says y'all suck. That's weird. Weird.
I will say Nuketown, of all teams, definitely Nuketown. And again, when we're on the field, it's any man's game. So the talking, all this shit, I love it. It's for the sport. It's entertainment. It literally gives us the drive to want to play and show up every fucking Sunday. To be honest with you.
Glazing is what that says.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely.
No, because I get what he says.
I'm just saying. From all the teams that I've played, Nuketown was definitely just probably the only team where, for some reason we weren't in the game.
Yeah.
We weren't in there. That's what I'm saying. It's just weird how that happens. It's every team we're playing, we're getting the best of them.
Well,
they were shorthanded too. But it's the consistency of every play and stuff like that.
And you just seem to think everything goes right for them.
Yeah, man, and that's just how I feel like our season's been. That's why I feel like we're 2-5 with a plus 22 point differential, sitting in what eighth
Somewhere, yeah, down there, yeah.
22-point differential, where we should be in 4th place if you look at the numbers.
Right. Yeah, as far as point differential and stuff, yeah.
But
Yeah.
but yo, that's we have a 22-point differential. And
So he's losing close games, is what he's.
Place, I think. Plus 22-point differential.
That's not hard.
Danny's had a half of Bahama Mama over there, and he's already toasted.
Wow, how was that?
Yeah. Would you say that it's Tambo time's fault that you're getting the best out of every team, because Tambo has said
Yeah,
in the beginning that you drafted the best team and you were picked to win from the jump.
No,
on paper you guys have.
Is it my fault? Do we have like a Tambo curse here?
I don't. No.
Is it my fault? He just gave me the eye. I think it is.
I mean, everybody watches Tambo time, right? So, I mean,
I hope so.
Maybe.
Barnish, is that sarcasm? I can't tell.
I think it was just the fact of Nuge being, number 1, number 2 pick with the way the draft worked out, and he slipped to 6 to me. And I mean, we know how dangerous a good blocker and a running quarterback can be in this league.
Right.
You can throw the ball, but when you can run the ball as a quarterback, it just opens up the field, so everybody knows that.
Oh, for sure.
So it's a dangerous. It's a dangerous
I
thing,
totally
and
know how that is.
I think I kind of feel like it doesn't matter who I drafted after that. I feel like it's kind of just that kind of combination that was like, all right, well, you can kind of pick anybody after this point and compete. The way it's just a dangerous thing. I think Nuge slipping to 6 was just that gave the look for what crazy work, maybe off top offense, all this shit.
Would you say anyone on your team is underperforming yet?
Offensively, no. Offensively, I will say, and I want to point out, like maybe somebody like Harmel would probably, if we want to go straight into underperforming, I feel like Harmel is definitely underperforming.
You look like a superstar on Sunday.
On the defensive side of it is what you're saying.
In football,
in general.
In general.
Okay.
I feel very highly of Harmel, and I think he's underperforming, and I know that he knows that he's underperforming.
Yeah.
He knows it. He's a great athlete and can play both ways of the ball, but he's definitely been underperforming. There's been drops, and it's all on film, and it's statistically all there.
Yeah. And he was kind of beating himself up at our game for a couple plays,
Yeah, and he'll do that, and he'll do that because he's a passionate player. He's a passionate player.
Sure.
And that's kind of who I drafted.
Yeah.
I drafted players who I feel like are a little passionate about their.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because you need that fire for sure. Bro. All right, buddy. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Next up, we had Nuketown and Sicko Mode. We all picked Nuketown. We all won, of course. Sicko Mode dropping a 4-3. Nobody really wants to talk about that game, do we?
No, not really.
Who wants the mic first here? Jay or?
Why don't we give it to the winner? Oh, y'all want the loser first? All right, that's fine. I'll go first.
Sad story first.
All right.
Hey, Senior, who on the other team is underachieving or outperforming?
Who on the other team?
Yeah, the other team. Yeah, the way the question actually wrote. Yeah.
Overrated or underperforming?
On your team.
I'm going to go with y'all candidate for Offensive Player of the Year, Matt Shannon.
Oh, you're picking out their underperforming.
That's what I was asked.
That's literally what the question's supposed to say.
On the other team, Matt Shannon is underperforming.
Based on this one game or the whole season?
Based on this game.
Oh, okay. So
he said he was Offensive Player of the Year, and I put their hands on him, and he didn't want to get off the line. He started asking for people that I was over the line. He started going on the other side.
So
the only route that he got on, the only catch he got on me was a penalty for DJ jumping the pass early, and it was a pick route on 4th down.
So, I mean, so you kind of took him out of the game single-handedly.
He kept going to the other side.
Should we just give you the
defensive?
Should we just give you Defensive Player of the Year right now?
If you want to, go ahead.
I mean, I would if I was in charge.
So if you want to, go right ahead.
Who on your team is underperforming?
On my team, I'm gonna shout him out. He's right here. Damon Core. I expect more from him. I drafted him in the 3rd round as a sleeper pick. Nobody expected him to be the baller that he is. He's doing well, but I expect more from him.
And
That's
now-
the guy I expected to be my number 1 as a 3rd round pick.
From my eyes, when he's there, he is performing.
Yeah, you
He is. He's definitely a game changer, but he's not getting the ball enough. We need to get him the ball more in situations,
Okay.
and he's been our go-to guy.
Yeah.
4th down, how many checkdowns against crazy work, right? The game that came down to
Sure.
the crazy team, their defense was trash. And
Oh.
4th down, you got your number 1 receiver, the best route runner on sicko mode, and you gave him a hitch for 1st down. So he definitely performs when he's there. We had a loss against Boom Boom when he wasn't there. So yes, I would say he's definitely the guy. Week one when we lost against Pog Patrol, he had a couple drops. Right. So I would say that I'm expecting more from Damon Cole.
Well, week 1, you didn't lose to Pog Patrol.
I mean, whatever. Purple Haze, same shit. Both teams suck. At the end of the day.
All right, that's fair. All right. So what has gone right so far for the season for you guys?
I think
He's had a lot of time to prepare
drafted
these questions.
DJ to lead my defense.
Yeah.
And he's done a great job, in fact, taking the load off of me and allowing me to focus on being a player. Here we go.
Allegedly.
It's the young kids, these young kids. Danny Cruz chills with my kids and all their high school friends.
I don't know if that's better either. That might be worse.
So DJ has seriously put the defense on his back, right? And I actually, before this week, he was going to be my choice for underperforming, but he balled the fuck out this week. He had way more stats this week than he did any other week. He came to play, and so I expected him to do more defensively, and I think I wasn't giving him enough credit for what he was doing in terms of leading the defense and getting us fired up. He's the one who checks us and makes sure that we're locked the fuck in. He holds me accountable. And you can go back to film of all the times he yells at me. I think I joked about it because he was out of his zone one play, and I was like, "Yo, you see the difference?" I would have yelled. All you would have heard was Lazu.
Senior, can you just talk slower so I can write this down for next week?
You can. It doesn't matter.
No, listen, I definitely agree. And when those, honestly, in my opinion, when those top players keep each other in line or they help each other out, it's like that iron sharpens iron thing. You know, we can joke all the time, but Adam and I yell at each other all the time. It's not, whatever. We're just trying to make each other better. It's a good thing, that give and take, especially when two leaders, they're not afraid to voice their opinions. Yeah, I mean, we all kind of we felt how that defense was going to go, and I think it's performed very well. And I'd agree, and that we're gonna see it next week how good it actually is. And
I think we just need to lock in. We haven't found our identity.
Who's guarding Deuce?
Right here.
doesn't matter.
Right here.
Doesn't matter.
Right
guarding
here.
Deuce?
Right here.
Well, he took out.
You're gonna waste 3 timeouts when all the shit talking I'm gonna say to Deuce.
So we
He's
have
gonna
a
be
comment?
yelling, and Mighty Mouse is not gonna have a
Senior,
voice.
we have a comment for you. It's saying that Father's Day is going to be real sad. I don't know who said that, but someone said
Sad
that.
for who? When DCF gets called because Jonathan De Jesus is mad.
Hey, don't worry, JD. You always have a room at my house, buddy.
All right, what's the over? What's the over under? What's the over under? I want to see what's the over under for John's TDs on Sunday.
0.
Sunday?
0.
We got to at least 0.5.
Yeah, 0.5.
One route.
0.5.
0.5.
Love it.
0.5.
How many do I have this week?
Lazo, over
0.
under 0.5.
Under. Yeah, if we let John Garcia score, Sicko Mode is not gonna make it through Father's Day. Everybody's doing push-ups.
Buddy, relax, all right? Come on. At least up on the stick here.
You know what to do, buddy.
All right, Jay, you want to come up and talk? Can we actually get a recap of the game? Where, Senior took out Shannon. Can you comment on that?
Was that happening?
What's up?
Was Shannon really taken out of the game?
I think they did the best job of slowing him down that a team has done this year, for sure. I think, and he knows it too, he was gassed. I think our whole team was gassed. Honestly, I don't think we deserved to win that game. I think we got outplayed for majority of the game. It's just little plays here and there that we capitalize on. But I think we got outplayed for the course of that game. Again,
I didn't hear one excuse.
Yeah, the sign doesn't translate on the screen though.
Again, we got beat physically, so that's an issue that we've had this year. But still got to stop us. So
That's fair. So you guys bump it up to 6-1. I think the only 6-1 team now, because we'll get to that. But a lot of the 5-1s.
Shannon's gas.
Well, yeah, Shannon's never made a season where he's made all these games.
Yeah,
so
this is the most
he
he's played all
probably
year.
is gassed out already. He might need to take like week 9 off before the playoffs to get in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So Jay, what's gone right so far? What's been disappointing on the season?
I mean, one thing, you look at the record that's gone right, obviously, good record for, we've had some injuries, we've had missing guys, at least 2 or 3 core guys for a lot of games this year. So, I mean, to be 6-1, that's definitely one thing that's gone right. I don't think we've played anywhere near our potential. So one thing that's gone wrong is just not really being able to build chemistry. And at this point in the season, I definitely would like us to be a little bit further than we are in terms of like clicking as a team. So
do you think you should play Sarno more for that, or?
well, I mean, so now we're getting into overrated, underperforming.
Yes, okay.
For both spots, for us, it's Sarno.
Yeah, facts.
He's overrated and he's underperforming.
That is true. He hasn't stepped on the field once
I
this
don't think
season.
his cooler really has done anything either, so I agree.
Yeah, I mean the guy. I haven't seen
much.
I haven't seen the guy with cleats or flags once this year. So
I haven't seen him with a jersey either.
that's an Empire problem.
Whoa, buddy, you.
Yeah, right. Bob will block me.
Yeah. All right, pal. Well, thanks and congrats so far for a good season, and we got a lot of questions coming at you, so hang tight. All right, next game up, we had Greek Gods and Entity. 4-2 Entity taking the loss to Greek Gods here, 49-34. Jacob, almost a near perfect game again.
Yeah.
Who picked anybody?
Connor, you picked Greek Gods. John and I picked Entity. Thanks for
Boy, Jacob.
thanks for letting me down. Danny, you want to come talk about it quickly?
All right. Do we want Omar and Danny?
Well, if Danny can keep it under 5 minutes.
So pick
Buddy, I
Omar.
keep
Got
under
it.
5 feet. I got you.
Oh. All right, Danny. Well, you want to recap this game real quick? So you had no gi, which is obviously a big.
Let's get right into the underperforming, overperforming.
All right, we're gonna skip the game recap. Let's go.
If he shows up, Gee specifically, that's who I'm gonna pick right there. He doesn't show. He's not showing up, and he's not telling us he's not showing up. And it's.
Oh, so you didn't even know he wasn't going to show up this game?
No, and like that type of stuff isn't cool because like he's a good player, you know what I mean? And I picked him in a high round, and I expect a lot from him. And I understand like you want the ball more as a player or anything, not him specifically, but anybody, whatever the reasons are for not showing you. These are things that can just be voiced, you know what I mean? Unless it's something else that's just outside of the reasoning for coming, you know. But it's like he shows up. A lot of the games are. Anytime he showed up, we've won, and it hasn't even been like really close. To be honest, it's more or less convincing. You know what I mean? Once he's there, so it's like sometimes every team just has that one piece that when they're there, everything is smooth, and when they're not, it can still go smooth. I'm not saying that everybody else doesn't step up and do their part, but we start late when everybody's not there. You know what I mean? And it's almost like everybody's literally showing up late. You know
if people
what I mean?
aren't communicating to that, it's hard to prepare for it. You know, you're getting caught blindsided.
Expect them to be there, you know what I mean? And
if you
at
at least,
because some people get stuck playing out of position or whatever just to fill in for that, you know what I mean? Like,
but if you at least know, you can mentally prepare and physically prepare, you know.
Exactly, especially going into like certain matchups, you know what I mean? Like just like touching back to what House said earlier, like me and Omar feel the same way too. It's like every time we play a team that like maybe it's like a divisional team or a team that has a decent roster, every time we're going to play them, for some reason, they always have all their people. You know what I mean? Everybody showed up that week. Everybody's ready to play us. And, like, I know y'all don't want to end up on a meme, you know what I'm saying? But, like, it's cool. Like, y'all could be hurt for a week or something, too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so how quickly do you get those out?
Because we literally hear teams say it sometimes before the game, like, damn, this is the first time we're all here. You know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. Well, what's gone right so far with this season and the team you drafted?
I'm not gonna lie. Omar has upward progression every season. So again, that as well. You know what I mean?
Where's the bullshit button?
Let's be real.
just kidding.
The numbers don't
Come
lie.
on, you know I'm Omar's biggest fan. Come on
Numbers don't
now.
lie though. You know what I mean? Like, position of footing, if you look every season, he gets better. More touchdowns, less interceptions, more extra points, more higher completion rating. When the completion rating was already high from the beginning. You know what I mean? It was really just about making.
And you guys
the
still
right
yell at
decisions
him.
the
It's
right
weird.
time. Oh no, honestly, I think.
The play's gone up. The yelling's still there, right,
but
Omar?
that's just me though. Like I yell to keep the intensity in myself at the same time because like when we go flat, sometimes when you're playing the whole game, you could go flat from not, maybe even like getting yourself out of the game just because you're losing by a couple of scores. I yell to stay in the game no matter what, and that's why like we were losing 7-27 before, like at one point, and we came back 27-27. It's they stayed at 27 until we made our comeback. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I will say I did watch this game and I did have some notes, and you kind of were the spark plug for the team.
Sometimes
like
you have to just stay, in the game, even if nobody else wants to be or nothing, because in football it swings fast. Just as quick as they go up, they can go down.
Right.
You know what I mean? And sometimes a lot of people check out because they don't think that it can swing. Momentum can swing back. You know what I mean? And it's like I played so many games from playing in so many leagues that it's like, it can happen.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It can happen. You know what I mean? You might as well just fucking try. And what's the worst? Regardless of what, either you got the time, you got the field, you might as well. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're all there to get a sweat, have fun. You know what I mean? At the end of, like, in reality, you know what I mean? So
right.
Trying to make the game swing back your way. You know, I always used to tell you when we play in Bedford.
The comebacks better.
The comebacks are better than the blowout. You know what I mean? It always is. They're more fun. They're more interesting. You know what I mean? The adrenaline from it is.
Yeah.
Do we want to hear from
It's the
Omar?
high you look for when you compete. You know what I'm saying? So.
Do you want to hear the real story from Omar? Or?
No.
Okay.
All right, Danny. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. The Greek god himself. Is that Zeus? Zeus? Is that Achilles? I can't tell. Oh, it's Jacob LaPointe, ladies and gentlemen. Basically, two near perfect games this season. Is this your best season so far?
Talking to the microphone.
Stat-wise, maybe. Year 4 was a lot better so far, but I would say stat-wise, pretty close. I did miss a game, which is definitely hurting.
Yeah, that did. No offense, but the team was hurting that game. I thought they put up a better fight, but without you, it was kind of brutal. And I don't think we'd see that again, but it was bad. And, whatever. In a tight division, that loss might hurt, but, I mean, you're winning some games and you're playing very good, so you can't really complain there. Let's what's gone right this season for your team? What's gone maybe disappointing?
I would say gone right is definitely chemistry. The only guy that I've really played with so far has been like Gagny.
Yeah.
So playing with like Hammies, Gorelli, Brandon, all new guys. Once we're all there, we've built very good chemistry very quick.
Yeah, that was one of the things I talked about, the chemistry. But it seems like right off the rip, they're good. The chemistry seems to be there, and I'm sure it's going to just keep being built throughout the season. Who on your team is overrated or maybe underperforming? Would you say Micah Evans? Because unfortunately he got hurt. He's out.
I was going to say, I think we're doing pretty good. We did lose our 6th-round pick. He was supposed to be a starter. It sucked that he blew his knee out. It's that weird round where, like, can't get a replacement because he's not that high up.
Right.
And the ones that we were going to get, I didn't want to take.
Right.
So we kind of get stuck, but I think we're doing well. I would probably say our secondary. That's what's kind of killing us right now so far. Shout out to Danny and them, like you were saying. We should have honestly blew them out, but Danny Omar kept them alive. 3rd and 4th and longs killed us.
Yeah.
I think you guys had 3 3rd and longs and like 2 4th and longs. We make 1 or 2 plays. The game should not have been that close.
Right.
I give them credit for hanging around and tying it with like 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I told Danny after the game, I have mad respect for him after that game because we should have, like I said, taken over that whole game. And every time Danny had like a 3rd and long or a 4th and long, kept them alive, and they just stayed close.
Yeah.
And I will say, we all know this, but getting the ball at halftime is such a fucking change in events.
It can be, yeah.
It really is because again, yeah, but. Yeah, it's my time, so relax.
Yes, thank you.
That's not sarcastic.
No, but like Scott's saying though, they scored with like 7 seconds left, and then they get the ball and scored again.
Yeah.
Made it one possession. They had a good key stop right off the half, and they tied it. And we were tied literally 10 minutes left in the game.
Right.
I give my guys credit. We did battle adversity. We finished the game strong. I think we ended up winning by 14, but it was very close all through.
Yeah.
They couldn't finish it. Just say it. No. Not explosion. Jake made good plays. He made good play calls. Fourth down, I think it was fourth down. He out of a throw into a run. We were in a deep zone, you know, in main coverage.
In a double blitz.
And we were double blitzing, and he switched it, and he set it up perfect, and they scored on the play.
Yeah.
He made really good play calls.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Jacob, thank you, buddy. We appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the way for you guys. Next up, we had Soul Reapers and Air Raiders. Connor picking Air Raiders. John and I picking Soul Reapers. 62-63. Air Raiders getting the win.
Another one for
Junior's not here, so now we're going to move on. We don't want to talk to anybody about this game.
No
or?
one from Air Raiders is here. Adam's not here, right?
All right, Bonish, let's go.
This is 2 games in a row that I got one on you guys.
All right, Bonish. All right, Bonish, we're talking to us, not them. Don't worry about them.
Yeah, just be quick.
Put the crowd out.
Boy.
How does it feel to maybe be the only quarterback to ever lead the league in touchdowns and interceptions in the same season?
I think if that happens, when I mention that stat, I'll probably just mention the first part of it.
All right, that's fair.
Well, it's already happening.
How did this?
There's 2 games left.
How did this game go in your mind?
This was a great game. Lots of offense.
Yeah.
Fast-paced. Went into half, tied at 27. We
Is he reading from?
took the lead early second.
Yeah.
Is there something on the
Okay. They went up in the second half, and
Pretend you're reffing. I think he is.
we came back. It was a great game. Lots of respect for Soul Reapers. They were playing with 7 guys. And they were missing Bailey and Pum and Bova.
Yeah.
So.
Do you say Pum?
Pum.
That's actually how you say
Pum.
his name.
Is it?
That's how you pronounce it.
Is
Yes.
it?
Yes.
I've been doing it the whole.
Shout out, Pum.
I don't believe I've been pronouncing somebody's name wrong. No
It's
chance.
not fumble either. 0 fumbles that game.
So. Okay, that's fine. Me too.
All right, Bonish.
That was a great game. I'd like to shout out Junior. Huge game, 18 for 19, 4 scores. Jared, rookie Jared, 9th round pick, 4 scores also.
Yeah, he's probably somebody I should have had on my
He's
rookie
somebody
list.
that you overlooked in the rookie rankings. He has 44 catches. He's been in the end zone on 20 of them between touchdowns and conversions.
Well, he's
What's
making
that?
a statement. He's emphasizing. let him cook.
There's a whole segment on
You guys left him off the.
He's doing it. What do you want?
Okay.
All right, quickly.
Yes.
Who on your team is overrated or underperforming, and why is it Adam?
So the defense as a whole has been a little underperforming. I know we're first in points scored for the season, so number 1 offense. But we're not near the bottom on the defensive ranks.
Now, can you at least credit that? Is you have an up-tempo style sometimes?
Yeah, that
okay.
is,
You're giving teams extra possessions.
100%.
And your turnovers.
It's a trend in my teams that they score a lot, but they also allow a lot of points. Which
some of it has to be on your shoulders a little bit
100%.
because of that stuff.
100%. But you know what I say? All our games are entertaining. We're going to score a lot.
I like it.
We're gonna,
a lot. I like it.
All right, save some for the rest of the show, buddy.
All right. Perfect.
Grab a ticket to the fucking Air Raiders show.
Hammer the over.
All right, buddy. Thanks for joining us. We'll continue. All right. Next day, we had Touchdown Mafia and Playmakers. Connor taking Touchdown Mafia. John and I taking playmakers. Touchdown Mafia getting the win.
Rocker let us down.
42-39.
Is that 3 in a row that I took on you guys there?
But it's a lot more.
You know, I wanted touchdown Mafia and I didn't because I. All right, Rocker.
3 in a row.
How did this game go in your mind, and why do you want to punch Jay for it?
Yeah, why did Jay get up and leave?
Yeah, why did Jay run out of here?
So literally, I just got out of work. Like I said, that's when I did my stats. I watched the game over. The way the game went, like I said, the rep beef, I'll get into that. Like House said about stuff earlier, it comes down to us. We went down 9 points at one point. We came back, we got our stops. We threw 2 interceptions after 2 big defensive stops. First play, we blew it. The refs, I'm gonna get into this right now. My beef with the refs is, like I said,
He's been waiting for 2 days.
we're paying money, okay? We're paying money, okay? I don't want to hear nothing else about players. Players don't respect this and that.
Jay just threw Jude right in front of him.
High school, some of us play college, some of us play the 35U, that's semi-pro. We're playing flag football right now. We're paying. We should have more.
Oh, Jay just wrote something down.
You know, we're out here. We're out here, coming out here, okay? Hey, listen.
Does that say $40 a
Dome was on my live. Dome was on my live, okay? Talking about the play clock. The play clock. I watched my live. I did my stats.
J-Roll, thank you on his board.
Yeah, Jay wrote thank you on his board and showed $40.
My beef with Jay is, you know, when you start chirping at the players, you're a ref. Throw the flag. Don't throw the flag.
Stop it. You do it without the disrespect. I don't want to hear it. I don't. Yes, it is.
That's what you have a flag for.
It's part of the job. Deal with it.
You get the second, you get tossed. We talked about it in the captain chat.
25 on me,
We talked about it in the captain chat. But no, seriously, we talked about this in the captain chat. Oh, players are gonna get mad that they're getting tossed. That's their fault.
That's different. That's different. That's different.
Listen, the player refs, I don't mind it. The refs didn't do that bad of a job that I thought. I crashed out the other day. But it's for a reason. I'm not the only one.
Good.
I'm not the only one.
Rocker don't give a fuck who refs.
You damn right.
Rocker's a
I
dog.
want respect.
Rocker's a dog.
If you watch the
He don't
live,
give a fuck who refs.
you damn right. When you start chirping at my players,
Rocker.
you're dictating the game.
Rocker,
No matter what.
Rocker, are you mad that you lost to Jay 2 days in a row or just this
Oh,
one?
I had to deal with Jay on Saturday too. Because Riley over here, you know, and another ref.
Wait, was Riley the ref?
13 seconds on a 7-play clock. Fuck.
So Rocker's just getting aired by the refs.
I had to deal with this man right here. Okay, for 2 days in a row. That was my.
Yeah, that sucks.
Jay, can you ref our game week 9?
I know it's difficult.
He might be
to ref.
anyways.
I know it's difficult.
Why? Who do you play?
It's difficult to ref. I understand it. I've done it before. Everybody wants respect. We all got to be better. The players, the refs, everything. Something's got to change about it. Start throwing the flags. Players get ejected. They ain't gonna like it. The team ain't gonna like it. That's how it is. You got an 11-man roster, so it is what it is.
Get rid of your first and second round pick.
Has a captain ever been ejected?
I believe so.
Ask Ben.
Oh, no. My beef is.
Oh,
my
stop
beef,
it.
My beef.
Oh, man, pipe down.
Once again, my beef is not with the calls. My beef is with the refs talking back to the players.
Hey, Habs won his game. He's still mad at the refs. So that philosophy's out the window.
Ben, anything about the game that you want to talk about? You know, the overachievers.
All right, yeah. Anybody on your team that's overrated, underperforming?
And why is it Hussey?
It's not Hussey. He's leading the league in interceptions.
Oh, yes. Dome got thrown out.
I'll say I'm the one that's underrated
Yeah.
or overrated, whatever. I'm a captain. Our defense is balling out. I believe we're the top 1 or 2, whatever it is. I'm not doing my part for the offense and for the team. We have 2 quarterbacks. Dane didn't even throw a pass under. We got some in-house things to talk about. Our defense did their job, in my eyes. We gave up probably the most points that we've given up all season. Jordan's a good quarterback. We're in a tough bracket.
So your offense, you would say, is underperforming right now?
Yeah, and that falls on me.
Yeah.
Being a captain.
Okay.
So I don't think we have any players that are underperforming, overachieving. We haven't overachieved yet. I mean, somebody is.
Yeah.
We got 2 games left.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
All right, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Loser.
Fuck those refs, though. Don't blame them.
All right, Best Buds, Spartans. We all picked Best Buds, and we're all losers. Spartans getting the big win. Nobody's here from either team, right? And we unfortunately didn't. Oh, Jesus. Do we want Bonish to come up? No? Okay.
For the record, there has been a captain thrown out of the game. His name is Derek Myers.
Yeah, Dome got thrown out as a captain.
Everybody knows.
I will apologize to Spartans. Huh?
Did the refs get their 90 seconds now?
To rebuttal?
No.
No.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I apologize to Spartans. Can't do your win justice. Big win for the team, though. Best Buds probably happy we're not talking about it. All right, Purple Haze, Cowabunga. We all picked Purple Haze, and we all lost here. Cowabunga getting the win.
You say Cowabunga?
No, Cowabunga. Sorry. I was trying to say Cowabunga. Who wants to talk about this one, EB or Ben?
Hey, he has a lot to say in the captain's chat. Oh, yeah, where's Ben?
Cowabunga ask over here.
Cowabunga, let's go.
Oh, he said he's got his ear pierced for him. So no, we don't want to talk about it? The game. And we have like 2. Huh?
Well, apparently neither did Eric.
He's not supposed to be here.
Rumor has it that Ben credits this win to Kevin McDonald because EB was going to let him down.
Kevin was there. All right, so big win.
Eric, did the defense let you down?
No.
Yeah, and you didn't beat him in a close game. You beat him in a pretty good game, huh?
Yeah, I think
Big
it was
whip in here?
20, 24, 22 points, 52.
51 to 29 is what?
29.
52, 29?
Something like that.
Yeah, that's a big win. And what happened different this game opposed to the other games that should have happened?
We finally played 2 sides of a game on both sides of the ball. Our defense performed both sides. The first half, we only let up 20. Second half, we only let up 9.
Yeah.
And on offense, we finally started clicking and I think we only got stopped. Wait, we only got stopped the opening drive, right? Yeah, that first drive. Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Ben was too busy scoring.
Because
he wasn't on the field?
Settle down. Derek Booten hurt my feelings this week.
Derek did?
Yeah,
oh,
what
boy.
happened on that play?
So on Saturday, Eric told me that he was appreciative that I didn't draft him. And I asked him why, and he said because Purple Haze was the best team in the league. And so I said,
Oh,
okay,
that's
well,
all the
we'll
bulletin board.
We'll see about that tomorrow. So then on the last play of the game, Derek lined up on me, and I said, hey, Derek, what'd you say about being the best team in the league?
Is that when he threw you to the ground?
Yes, but that was like a play before.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
The Booten curse still there.
No, everyone showed up.
Yeah. All right, Ben. Well, a couple questions here real quick for you. What's gone right? What's been disappointing so far this season?
Consistency is disappointing. I think that we've shown on both sides of the ball that we can perform as good as any team in the league. We just haven't been able to do it for a whole game, both sides of the ball.
Fair.
We've had games where we've scored one half, no one stopped us. I think against Playmakers the second half, I think everyone would agree the Playmakers have one of the best defenses in the league. Second half of the game, they didn't stop us once. But coming out in the first half of that game, 3 drives in a row, we got stops and didn't score.
Right.
And then vice versa. I think that there's been plenty of times where our offense has been fine, and then the defense has gotten frustrated because we didn't score.
Do you think you guys
I think
played?
that's one of those things that.
Do you guys think you played better because you had someone filming and recording your game finally?
Who?
You.
Me?
Are you an owl?
I recorded?
No, you had people recording your game, so you had clips and everything now. So do you feel like you played better
yes.
because of that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Who did the drone for your game?
Myself.
Oh, you know. And played at the same time? Maybe that's why Booten put you on your ass.
Only one of those demo buttons.
right, who on your team is play? Who
Overrated or underperforming?
Yeah, you worded this wrong.
Underperformed, Eric, 100%. I think he'll say that too. I think it's been a learning curve for him. This is the first season he hasn't played with his guys, so he's been trying to figure out like who's doing what the strengths are.
Yeah.
And overperformed. I don't think anybody in the league saw Mitch leading the league in flagpoles, and I think he's going to be up for Defensive Player of the Year, and I think he's a key to a lot of the stuff that we've been doing on defense.
For sure. All right, Ben, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our Week 7 recap. We have 2 more weeks of the season.
There's more questions. Don't worry.
Yeah, Senior, you want to get right into these questions? So I think what we're doing is we have a bunch of whiteboards here, and you're gonna be. It's hard to see them on the camera. I don't think you're gonna be able to piece them together.
You're gonna have to say them out loud. Senior.
So what we're gonna do is, Senior's gonna ask some questions. Guys are gonna write their answers. Anything out of the ordinary, we might call them out, see what they say, and bring them up. Let's see how this flies here.
All right. Is everybody done doodling?
Senior, take it away.
So we're going to start with duck, duck, goose. And each captain is going to write their response on the whiteboard, like Steve said. Which team has had the easiest schedule so far?
Anybody in their division?
Doesn't matter. Write your answer down. Flip your board over so we can see.
So how long are we giving them?
Your team was set to be the best team on paper, and y'all got the worst record in the world.
Because he's
Write
in the
it down.
toughest division.
Follow directions, Danny.
Hey, Mini-Me, write it down.
Just answer.
Write it down.
Just answer.
Write it down. Use the whiteboard. Use the whiteboard.
Yo, that thing in
Omar,
front
can
of
you
you with the
translate for
marker.
him?
I don't know about fucking What the fuck?
All right, everybody show your answers.
Ooh, best buds.
We got a lot of best buds here.
You know who's entering?
Fuck it.
Oh,
Wow.
Everybody writing the same thing.
one
We got one entity there.
one entity, and everybody's saying best buds have had the easiest schedule so far.
I was thinking it.
Yeah, it's tough to tell. I mean, everybody in the division plays their own team. We're all down to 2 left, but as far as easy games, you're playing against teams maybe who are missing people. Those are easy games, things like that. We got to vote for Goya beans, evidently.
And nasty turds.
What? That's dirty turds.
All right. Who's been struggling with competitive games or made excuses?
Say that again?
Who has been struggling with competitive games or made excuses?
Rocker.
Who's been losing close games and who blames the refs?
So we have one ref.
The refs are undefeated. They're not struggling.
Crazy work. Artie. Pog.
We got to vote for Artie here.
Pog
That's
Patrol.
interesting.
Block party.
Party.
Yeah,
Danny, do you not know how this works?
he's so gone.
Boom.
He's gone up in smoke.
Buddy.
All right, Bonish is already kicked out of here. He's not even.
Bonish is Bonish.
I like how he wrote his name at the top.
Yeah,
As if we
So,
didn't
yeah.
I think that was the most Bonish thing ever.
So, we had a couple
Put your
votes.
name on it.
We got a couple votes for Crazy Work and a couple votes for Block Party. So that's a couple teams that have lost some good close games.
What's the next one?
All right, Senior.
House has disappeared.
Yo, my boy Artichoke on Block Party.
All right.
You're late.
Up next, we have bring out the receipts. So this one, we got to keep it quick. So make sure you answer your questions. Who do you think is going to finish in first place in your division?
So 2 answers here, 1 in each division. 1 in the easy division, 1 in the north.
In your own division.
Oh, your
Your
own?
own division.
You said what team in each division? All right, pick your own. Explosion, Raiders. Noel says it. Everybody's voting for their own team except Omar.
Wow, the entity team is already split. Omar picked Nuke, Danny picked the Air Raiders.
A lot of teams picking.
Danny, you're picking.
Danny picked the New England Patriots. I don't know.
Sorry we don't have the main event. UFC fights start our game.
Welcome to the jungle.
All right, so a lot of people picking Nuketown. We got Best Buds. We got Explosion. Little split on the other side. More Nuketown votes on the north side.
So we had Best Buds for easiest schedule and Best Buds for first place in their division.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Okay.
All right. So now, playoff picture. In your division, list the top 5 teams.
I agree.
In no specific order.
Why is it the boys?
It doesn't have to be in order.
Who?
Can you write it down so we all know?
So you want to get what's our top 5? We think it's in ours. Nuketown.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Playmakers because I love that team.
Yeah.
Bonish. You gotta hold it like up that way. There you go.
Oh, who else?
X, Phantoms, Raiders, Buds, X.
Purple Haze, obviously.
So Noel's picking his team twice.
Why don't you just put yourself first and second?
EB left us off his top 5. That's it. He's done.
Wow.
He's done.
So Sicko Mode, Nuke, Road Warriors, Crazy Work, Purple Haze. We got Nuke, TDM.
Some jackass actually put Pog Patrol on it. What a moron.
What an idiot.
So far, Playmakers have only made Rocker's list out of all the captains in the North.
All right, he would make my list.
Bobby.
You're
Bobby
not
has Playmakers.
on.
no.
You're not a captain, Steve.
Yeah,
Wow.
Playmakers.
That's true.
Buddy.
Playmakers is on Bobby's too.
Bobby is in the play-in, so it doesn't matter.
That's true. He doesn't know what the playoffs
Play-in
are.
Patrol.
And then for the least,
one win
is
behind
it the least division or the East division?
At least.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Easy,
for the-
easy.
Oh, the easy division.
This guy sucks, apparently, according to Danny.
He just smells.
So it looks like Phantoms are the only team that did not make anybody's list.
Whoa. Whoa.
I don't. Yeah.
That's not my call, but Phantom's off. Oh boy.
Neither did the boys.
All right.
All right.
All right. So next up we have the awards. MVP, Offensive Player of the
Do you
Year.
want to do one at a time so it's quick? Fire up.
Yep.
see- Okay.
All right. Who do you have winning MVP?
And why is it always Duke?
Only Duke.
Yeah, they're in the top 3.
Got a couple, 3, 4 for Deuce already.
All of them. All of them are.
Bonish picking Junior.
Junior.
So 1 vote for Junior and the rest for Deuce, and then 1 vote for Jay Charles. Jay Charles done nothing on defense.
Or offense.
Nothing. Nothing. So Deuce leading the way there. All right,
Is that 3 times?
if he wins, yeah, it'd be third.
3-time champ.
Offensive Player of the Year.
Shannon.
That would be
vote there.
that would be probably our vote.
Yeah. Shannon.
Shannon, Charles,
Not Shannon. Charles.
not Shannon. No Brega,
Matt Shannon.
Matt Shannon,
Shan.
Junior.
Wow.
Junior with an outside vote here.
And Cruz.
And
voted
Danny
for
Cruz
himself.
voting for himself.
Shocker.
Offensive, not defensive. We have
And
one
Nobrega.
person voting Nobrega for Offensive Player of the Year, but he didn't get the memo that we weren't betting on
He
Defensive
wasn't
Player.
even supposed to be here.
All right, Defensive Player of the Year.
Mitch.
Do you have the defensive stats handy?
No. Just go with your gut.
Douchebag.
Kidding me?
Jesus Christ.
Pull it up on this on the we
DJ
got
Yogi.
DJ Lazu combination.
I thought that said lazy.
Wow, yeah.
Eric Hussey.
Eric.
I don't know how to spell his last
Lazu.
Mitch,
So 2 for Yogi.
Yogi, Lazu,
Lazu. 2 for DJ.
Rocker.
2 for Mitch.
Eric Hussey.
So it's pretty.
his first name?
Eric gets no votes, and it's pretty even across Mitch, DJ, myself, and
Yogi.
You
and Yogi.
can't leave Eric out there. He's
I think
leading
you're
the
the
league in interceptions.
That's pretty crazy that everybody's leaving him out.
you
there.
the only one
No,
that-
he got one.
He got his own captain.
Yeah. Hey, did you draft? You're the only one who wrote Yogi, though, right?
No, a couple people.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was like two.
All right, rookie of the year.
All them dudes are snails.
The crowd's going crazy over here.
Rookie of the year. Who's Nick?
Nick.
Is that the dude from Aerators?
Who's Nick?
Oh, Rosado.
Yeah.
James Huck. Coming in from Bonish.
Yeah.
That's
the
the
court-
kid that-
Oh, Jared, sorry.
So only Omar knows how to do
Yeah.
this game. Got it. Derek
Riley.
Derek Riley.
Got a couple. We got one bias vote here. Derek, we got
Riley.
3 for Derek Riley
All right.
coming in.
Low-key, I didn't expect him to do what he did.
I agree.
Riley.
We actually, Riley's leading the way.
No answer.
I think Omar had the best second pick though.
Thank God Omar's here.
Yes.
Because Danny's doing nothing for this.
That's true.
Yes, it is.
It's like game day all over.
You literally wrote nothing.
A bean with a gun.
You literally wrote nothing.
All right, most improved.
Buddy, why are you kicking the ground?
Have we been reading the comments at all?
I have no. I can't pay attention to him. Most improved.
Shout out to Jordan Porter for being the man.
I hope nobody. Burn. We got to vote for Burns. Okay, I like it.
Who's BP?
Burns.
BP Burns. Tyler Gagne. How? Tyler Gagne had a great season last season.
Oh, Brandon Panarisi, yeah.
Panarisi,
Gagne.
interesting.
Burns.
A lot of votes for Burns here.
10-20 Burns.
Bonish voted for somebody that wasn't on his team.
Gagne getting a couple votes.
Omar, who'd you vote for? Okay. We're not asking you anymore.
All right, now let's
Don't
get
get bitter.
spicy. Who won't make the playoffs even if they're hot right now?
Entity.
Entity at 4-3 would have to lose 2 games and get some help, I think.
Hog. Are they hot now because they won 1 game? Spartans? All right. Is that because all the goy beans are over there and you're not?
They're nothing without you.
We can't. It's mostly cloudy.
Ooh, TDM?
TDM.
Wow,
all right.
TDM. Somebody with a bold pick there.
I like that.
Oh, another TDM.
TDM, all right.
Danny.
Playmakers. Oh, this is about to be a tag team match here.
Sicko.
Playmakers, ref's fault in parentheses.
Playmakers. Soul Reapers.
Spartan.
Sicko.
Playmakers.
Sicko's.
I'm not mad at that.
Crazy works. Crazy works on there.
Playmakers with 3.
He's got to find his own ride now.
Ref's fault, playmakers. I think it's gonna come down to playmakers and Sicko, to be honest, right? We both have to win this week, and we both see each other the last week.
Yeah.
That's gonna decide who ends up number 5
That's
and who
true.
ends up number 6.
That's true.
I really do think it's gonna come down to one of us, and I'm not gonna pick Sicko.
Yeah.
So.
No, I agree.
But didn't you write Sicko?
So did you already put
No,
in the refs
I did,
chat?
but House stole my paper.
Blazoo, did you request Jay to ref your games the last 2 weeks?
I did, because that's the only way we're gonna win, because that's the only way playmakers lose.
ST never dies.
Well, he already put in a request and paid $40, so.
That was for this week. Next week, I'm gonna give him an extra 40.
That makes sense. I've already paid him 80 somehow.
All right, Lazu, what's the next question here?
All right, now we're up to biggest threat, biggest fraud. So which which opposing team is most likely to win it all? You cannot name your own team.
Does that have to be in your division? Wait.
Which
No,
team?
Scott, just
which
not your
team?
fucking team.
Anybody
my
but
God.
your team.
This is why he's never on the show.
Is that sarcasm?
And this is why when he calls in, we mute it.
He's going to delete his name at the top that says Bonish and Raiders. Still hold it up. Nuke.
Nuketown.
A lot of votes for Nuketown coming in. We got one for purple.
What was the question again?
2 purple A's. Who's going to win? Can't be your own team.
No one.
Jay Charles doesn't know how to play the game. Nuketown.
Purple Haze?
So a lot of Nuketown votes and Purple Haze second. So the crowd thinks 2 teams are really the favorite.
Purple Haze.
Purple Haze. Crazy self-made. Fraud self-made. All right.
I mean, I
So
don't know if they're a fraud. Were they hyped at the beginning of the year?
I think so.
By who?
I don't know.
Not us.
By themselves.
I think Ben really hyped their team, but.
Oh, well.
All right, Senior.
It's because he was
All right. So the next one is which team is a complete fraud, all hype, no substance?
Which team is a complete fraud? All hype, no substance. Oh,
wow.
Jeez.
Crazy work.
We got a couple votes for crazy work coming in.
Crazy work. Crazy work.
Crazy.
Wow, crazy work.
Entity.
All right.
Entity's 4 and 3.
Crazy work.
Is this like biggest fraud going into the playoffs?
No, biggest fraud period.
I didn't make the question.
Fraud of the season?
Yeah. I didn't make the question. You have to ask Senior.
Is it senior? Is this like biggest fraud?
Biggest fraud at the whole season.
Are you the one who
Not going into the playoffs.
biggest fraud whole season right here?
All right.
It's like your team right here.
All right.
Biggest fraud whole
No.
Fake ass first round.
Well,
All right.
so
So
you
the
might
next,
not have them for the play-ins then, right?
he's got a tournament that day. Next question. This next question I added. Who do you think is going to be the biggest surprise coming out of the play-ins?
Fog Patrol.
Coming out of the play-ins, who could be the biggest surprised?
Pog.
Phantoms. The boys. Crazy.
That's not a surprise, though. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Crazy work.
Do we know if Crazy Work's officially in the play-ins after that loss?
I don't know. No, I think they need something to happen to finally be in there.
I don't think we'll
So-
know any of that till next week.
We have.
Yeah, I know.
This is. I'm gonna go one by one here. Rocker says crazy. I don't think that's a surprise because they're expected to come out of there.
So that would be crazy.
So you have shorter games, smaller field, and a physical quarterback who can block.
Not a smaller field.
Not a small field.
It felt smaller when we beat City Boys a couple of years ago, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, the fields did move that season.
Phantoms. We got Phantoms, Sicko, and Boom. Boom's a good vote. We got Pog Patrol, Self-Made, and then Crazy Work. What do you guys think? Who's the biggest surprise?
Coming out of the play-in.
I think it'd be Crazy Works is probably without their
Oh, the
quarterback.
boys had a vote from the Greek god.
We went fucking 1-8, and then we won every fucking game in the playoffs.
Yeah, but I still, you guys should have went 1-8, and it wasn't a surprise. It really wasn't a surprise. You could go 1-8, you could go 0-10. If your team is still good and you guys are still performing every week, and you guys have the players that are there, it just doesn't surprise me. Oh, okay. My bad.
Well, Sicko Mode is 1-0 in the play-in, so.
But not this Sicko. Not this
Just
year's
saying.
Sicko.
Well, EB picked us because the defense lets him down. All right, next up.
There's no surprise. Every team's ready to rock, bro.
Matchup mayhem. I want everybody to quickly respond. Who is the most annoying player to defend?
Danny. Oh. Defend.
You heard what John said. John said it right the first time.
The refs.
You said you're the most annoying, yes. Junior, Deuce,
DJ.
Wait, you guys are saying annoying
Deuce.
or hardest? What the fuck?
Carter,
Donuts.
No sense to say dude. Deuce is not
Carter.
fuck. Have you ever listened to it?
Yes! Danny's the most annoying person to guard, and that's facts. Danny's the most annoying.
All right, so
Danny Cabrera.
Danny Cabrera Danny Cabrera takes the sweep here with 2 votes. I will say the only reason I voted for him is because his mouth is fucking annoying, and I think everybody can say what they want about Danny. I think he gets under everybody's skin in this league. He finds a way to get under everybody's
He's
skin.
annoying the most because you can actually guard him and he's still annoying. That's the thing. You can actually still guard
You still have to defend him. He's a quarterback. You can't stop him. He finds a way to beat. He finds a way to beat people.
Who's the most annoying?
Greg's just mad because he's not on the list.
I should be like, who's like the most like?
Now Greg's on the list.
Quarterback.
No, I get what he's saying. Like, are we talking about they're annoying because they're loud or annoying because they're good? Like, it's 2 different things.
It's a different perspective, man. How you choose. In my opinion, to defend, I'm gonna say nobody.
There's like 2 DBs in here. There's like 2 DBs.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. And realistically, we invited. Hey, the intent was to have captains or representatives that play both sides of the ball so that we could have honest answers. And we don't have that today because Phantoms, Danny Havity was ducking smoke. Danny Dimes was also upset because he lost.
They had to win the B division.
Yeah, they had to win the. Was it B's? I think he said C's.
C's maybe, yeah.
So.
Mary's School of the Blind in Winchester.
Which team has the softest defense?
Ooh-wee.
Is it?
Peace.
The crowd says Soul Reapers.
Jay Charles not playing the game properly again. Soul Reapers. We got Air Raiders.
Well, yeah, they don't play any defense, so.
They just calculate how to win the toss.
Pog Patrol.
The ball the most.
The boys.
Raiders.
So Soul Reapers take it here.
Got some.
Close race with Air Raiders. Shocking. They're both from. Actually, they're all from the least division. All right. Each captain, which game did you circle on your calendar?
And why?
We're not gonna ask that yet.
Oh, okay.
That'll derail us.
That's all right.
Which game did you circle on the calendar when you saw it?
House Book Sicko.
Explosion.
Explosion over there for Entity.
Crazy. Eric circled the whole schedule.
Crazy Work, Nuketown, Explosion, Entity.
Danny Cruz picked X. Why? Make it quick. Don't go too crazy.
In my opinion, outside of Omar, the best quarterback.
In his opinion, outside of Omar, the best quarterback in his division is Mike Howe.
You gotta beat the best to beat the best.
EB. Nuketown. Why? Huh? It was Jay and it was week 1. Crazy Work. Bobby, why? It was week 1 and they had the crazy roster. Jay Charles. TDM. Why? Huh? Because Jordan beat him.
First time I played him since.
All right. Zeus himself, Phantoms. Why? Hold on, I can't hear you. Danny grabbing the Brendan Donuts to block for him, and him being a running quarterback is the reason why. We're just gonna skip over Bonish because Noel took the Entity. No. You good. Why?
He wrote Explosion.
Danny. Bonish. He went Explosion. Why?
Because he just lost to Mike Howie in the championship.
Because Howe whooped that ass in the championship. That's what he said. You're up next, House. Who'd you pick?
He picked Sicko.
Which game did you circle? Oh, he picked Sicko because I took DJ. Because I took DJ?
Yes, DJ. Because DJ, period. DJ for me is the most is the person out there that gives me the most reason to play Kryptonite Sunday.
So Noel says it's because DJ is his kryptonite. House says it's because he just gives him the reason to play on Sunday. And then I picked Nuke because J. Charles dismantled ST.
What a loser.
All right,
And he did it for free, not $40.
Who talks the most trash but doesn't back it up?
Ooh. For the viewers, Steve just pointed at John.
Buddy, you're a half a star, pal. What are you gonna have, a maniacal pillow fight? Jude?
Wow. He's up right now.
That's not a guy I would put on my list.
Jude getting 1, 2, 3.
It's like a clean sweep.
Jude taking the clean sweep.
Yo! Jude, do you want to take the mic? Jude, do you want the mic?
He's writing. He's writing.
Take the mic, dude.
Y'all stink.
Hold on. Everybody voted for Jude. What you got to say?
Y'all suck.
Yo, are you leaving because you got the phone call?
He dropped a whiteboard. He's out of here.
His captain didn't even say anything to help him either.
Yeah, his captain voted for him, too.
It's gotta be G, bro.
I'm dead.
We have one, Jude 6-1. How about you?
Yeah.
All right, this next segment, pay attention. Hot take from the sidelines. All right, hot take.
Oh, wow. Omar, you riding with him or?
Hot takes from the sideline. Each captain answers true or false.
Is Ben running this segment for you?
Ben.
Ready?
He's gone.
Question number 1. The East is soft this year.
True. Are we East or which division are we?
I mean,
We're North.
I'm just gonna go with it. Just make it quick.
We got true. We got false. That's weird. Everybody in that division voted false.
That's weird. Everybody in the other division said the other
All
division.
right.
True.
So then,
That's
all
weird.
right.
No, let's talk about this one.
Yeah, let's talk. No. Does the this is a three-way vote between the three of you to break it up. Does the champion come from the East or the North?
Three-way from Tambo.
From us?
Actually, we're gonna ask it. Hey, you two can only make one vote. So 1 vote from you, 1 vote from Connor, and 1 vote is unbiased, who doesn't play in this league, Kenny Richards,
It's coming from the North.
and watches every
Period.
fucking live.
I would say it's from the North too.
You get 1 vote.
Well,
Pay attention.
We agreed, so that's why
It
I'm
doesn't
telling you.
matter. You're not the captain.
It's weird. I can mute
It
the
is
mic right now.
It is Steve's team.
Yeah, okay. It's barely Steve's show.
It's more my team than show.
Connor.
It's probably true.
I'd say it's coming from the North.
I guess we don't need the tiebreaker.
We don't need the tiebreaker. Sorry, loser.
So the consensus is the East is soft.
But you got a banana on that?
I don't know where the fuck you heard that.
Next question. Bobby Guerin can't manage his egos. True or false?
True.
The ego's on his team. Let's be clear. Bobby cannot manage the egos on his team.
You got a couple falses.
You got a couple trues.
Huh?
All right.
Matter?
True.
You don't think he has any?
Multiple.
You don't think he has any? All right. So yeah, we see a lot of falses.
Well, falses. False. A little split here.
It's true.
There's only 2 true. How is that split, Steve?
Yeah, his math's not
You
math.
want to know how I figured that
sorry.
out? I figured it out because there was only 2 that said T, and there was a lot more that said.
And then you take one, and then
That's how I did it.
It was 4-3.
Next question.
It's 4-3.
Best buds wouldn't survive in the North.
No.
Dude, you said at all.
Yeah. What's surviving?
Jay speaking out of both sides of his cheek.
Is surviving 500 or is that?
Yeah, Senior. Do you
Valid
mean
point.
playoffs or play-ins over in the north?
They wouldn't be as good as they are in their division.
Oh, that's true too. But so we got a couple. We got a couple trues, some falses.
We have 5 falses.
I think it's kind of is it split? No.
We have 5 falses and 3 trues.
Oh, look, you can't even beat teams in your division. What you worried about our I got some.
Jay says Greg can't even beat teams in his division, and he's worried about the North. Next question. Johnny finishes with more drops than Senior has pass deflections.
Jeez.
Bobby immediately writing true.
Jay is tipping the scale here. He says it's false because I just don't have to throw to him.
We have some truths, some falses. It's probably more falses, right?
More falses. And then lastly, Jay Charles is a puppet master as ref, controlling the standings. And of course, Rocker's gone for this one.
Rocker Jay wrote true.
Oh, a couple biased refs wrote false, and then we got true from the real players.
Oh, you only get 40? That's weird.
All right, last one is message to the league. You give the captains 30 seconds to address the rest of the league. You can do call-outs, challenges, predictions, warnings, whatever. 30 seconds. Starting with you, Danny.
Let's jump over.
Now you gotta come up close. We gotta 30 seconds.
Can I time the 30? Can I time the?
Hold on, I'm gonna count like the refs.
Ready?
1, 2. All right, and 3. I can't even fucking speak over you.
I'll be quick. I know I can't. Yo, check it. I'll be quick anyways. Yo, entities the shit. Y'all all fucking suck. We're winning the chip. Fucking blow me.
Omar, we should have asked you.
With time to spare.
We should have asked
Omar, you were invited to be a mascot. Do you have anything to add to that? He said sounds pretty legit to him. EB, you're up.
Talk about an earpiece. Omar is definitely getting fed answers.
So, I think Boom Boom's finally catching our stride. One win. That's what it kind of. That's what it feels like, right?
It all starts with one
we have
win.
the chance to beat Nuketown. We're definitely gonna fucking destroy them. We lost by 1 point with 3 minutes left. And yes, Jude talks the most, but does the least amount of work on the fucking field.
All right. EB finishing under 30.
Fog Patrol.
Here's a guy who definitely finishes under 30.
Buddy, I'm not answering this question.
Honestly, we catch a stride now with Julian at Q, Hosebees under center. Clipboarding it up a little bit. We're in the play-ins, but we're coming out the play-ins.
All right.
I like it.
Anything to add to that, John?
Bold predictions.
About him being on the clipboard?
He's better just not show up.
No, well, you always have a comment about his playing time, so.
He finally got it figured out.
All right, Jay.
Jason Derulo.
Who's the basketball ref that got caught?
Fuck.
Still the toughest to beat in the league.
Or Donaghy or something.
Tim Donahue.
Donaghy, yeah.
Wow.
Tim Donahue himself.
The quickest.
Jay says he's still the toughest to beat in the league. That's it.
He might be right.
Junior, how do you feel about that?
Burns says otherwise.
Message to the league.
I would say we're definitely building our chemistry. If we beat the boys next week, the biggest game's going to be against X week 9. So as long as you guys take care of work this week, it's going to be a hell of a week 9. Hell yeah.
I like it.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Bonus, this has to be really quick. Like, you get 5 seconds.
So the message
Super quick.
right there was, hey, please win your
Same message as last season. Don't let the Raiders get hot. Went to the championship last year, lost. We're coming to win this year.
All right, I like it.
And it's going to be entertaining when Scott Barnes is on the field.
Yo, listen, Mike, we coming for 3. We coming for 3 and 4. I hope that fucking Crazy Work beats Nuke and DJ to meet me in the chip. I would love to play my bro on the chip and beat him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody keep being great. Everyone stay healthy. And I'll see you in the end zone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Message to the league. Nah, listen, real talk. This not even fuck all the
30 seconds.
Forget everything else. Keep competing. Every week. Keep competing. That's it. Bring the energy every week. Never stop. That's what keeps everybody coming every Sunday. Bring the energy.
Thanks. Nico hasn't showed up. Yo, Nico hasn't showed up. What? Yo, call out. Nico, where you at with the empanadas?
Yeah, bro, roughing ain't easy, bro. I'm hungry.
Yo, call out. Alright, address the league. Sickle mode is on the clock. It's up to y'all to actually do what we said we were gonna do. Call outs. Jay Charles, I can't wait to see you again. Challenges, ain't nobody in here a fucking challenge. Especially crazy work.
All right, so hold on.
Predictions,
You gotta use it all 30
playmakers.
here.
Give me this right here. Hold on. Right now, there's 18 teams in the league, right?
20.
What? I forget about the last two every time. Listen, 20 teams in the league. Each team put $200 down on the side. Each team put $200 down on the side. Winner takes it all. If you're really about that, yes?
All right.
No.
We got one more
fuck
thing we
that.
gotta do before
on
we
the
go.
side. No stress, no nothing. Each person on your team pays $20. That's $200 per team. I don't give a. I'm trying to tell you. You guys want to make it spicy? Each team put $200 down. Winner takes it all.
All right. We got one more thing.
Each team put $200 down. Winner takes it all. This is all side stuff. That's probably like $4,000. I graduated at Lawrence High. I really don't know the math like that. I'm trying to tell you.
All right.
So how's calling out the league here?
Typical Lawrence activity. Just interrupting. Sign us up, because I'll take everybody's money.
All right.
And wait, I wasn't fucking done. I got interrupted.
You got your 30. That was
No,
30
my
seconds.
prediction was playmakers. I got interrupted.
Buddy, we only got 2 seconds.
Buddy, you can't even count.
We gotta go.
Call out, warnings, predictions. Playmakers do not make it past the first round.
All right.
Thank you.
So
Convenient that Rockers go.
So lastly, favorite part of the show. We got Karlas Top Klips now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here they come for you.
But you can't even get out of the chair.
Oh, Steve and John need to race still, actually.
So the first highlight we have is Steve to Brooks here.
I'm not in charge of Karlas Klips here.
Talk to Carla if you have a problem with it. Bonish.
Buddy, you're not even showing it on the thing.
Yeah, we can't
No,
help
look
it.
behind, baby.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Next one.
Next one. We've had enough of that shit.
We have the pick 6 for Boom Boom.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, is that Steven Doar?
Yeah.
Diori?
Pick 6 for Boom Boom there. Next one is Jay to Shannon. No, Jay to Shannon.
I've never seen that before.
Oh, JoJo.
What team was that, senior?
Sucker mode.
And this is How to Noel. Noel making top clips here.
Sports Center top 10, baby.
Full field?
That was, I was going to say, that was the onside, right?
And the next one is How to Ant.
Looked out of bounds to me on that one.
And that is Karlas Top Klips.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in. And we're going to thank Champions and Bill Ricca here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking to get some golfing in when it's raining, they got 8 indoor little facilities here where you can come in, shoot off the screen. They got a bar and whatnot here, and a pool table to hang out.
I will challenge whoever wins the $4,000 that House called out, because half the teams aren't gonna buy in. I'll challenge any of them. They can pick their best golfer at Champions.
Oh, okay.
25%, and the proceeds will go to LaPointe Foundation.
Ooh. A lot of call outs and a lot of betting on the show today, ladies and gentlemen.
Allegedly.
All right, Connor, you got anything you want to end with?
Danny Cruz wants to race somebody, but I think that's. You tell me. I think that's. Oh, the boys to the champion. Yeah. I'm not worried, GB. I'm not worried, baby. The only thing I'm worried about is when Steve and John are gonna race. Maybe we'll do a foundation. Maybe we'll do real betting at the field for that for a foundation.
That would be a good one. So
maybe we get top clips for
money
that.
for a 10-yard race between John and Danny Cruz.
All right.
All right. Good night, Grace.
Good night, Spain.
Huh? What? Oh, sorry. We gotta fake it like
we're still on.
Yeah,
are we
still on?
I'm ending it now.
Now they up next. Got you in your feelings upset. Said I'm up to bat, you on deck. At my best, you looking stressed, cuz we up now, they up next. Said we up now, they up next. Got you in your feelings upset. Said I'm up to bat, you on deck. At my best, stress, cuz we up now, they up next. Said we up now, they up next.